Okay. This is checking in for day 34 of uploading 100 days in a row. The secret of it actually being the substance of these videos doesn't not matter. What we're really seeing is over each video is something changing. And at day 34, I can confirm I think some things are changing. Physically, I feel like in a pretty good place. Obviously, like body fat percentage still needs working on, but as far as functional strength and how able my body feels, I feel pretty damn good. The other thing is that what was I going to say? I think my relationship with my physical body has never been better. Like I'm probably like close to the heaviest that I've ever been, but I'm like the happiest with myself that I've ever been. I look at myself in the mirror and I go, dad bod, like classic. I like to say that I have peak dad bod, but like there's no resentment, there's no like hate about it, there's no kind of the least amount of negative feeling I think I've ever had, which is awesome. And I don't think I think it's too big of a coincidence that I've hit this point at a time that I have dedicated myself to showing up 34 days in a row. Now we've got 100, so we'll see where I'm at the end of 100 days. Mentally, I feel more present with myself than I've ever been. Obviously, I've just come off of a week of not reading, and I think the effect that that's had is I really liked my own company, to the point that I when I'm at work and other places and when I'm driving, I'll put on music, and I actually don't want music with lyrics anymore, really. Like I have to be in a very particular mood to want music with lyrics. And even then, now I'm more selective about the music that I'm choosing to listen to because I'm more aware of how it's affecting me. Whereas before, because music was everywhere and it was always filling the silence, I didn't know what it was like without it. So I had no frame of reference for how it was affecting me. Now that I've gone without it, I realize how much music with lyrics, whether you're listening to them or not, and they're just playing in the background, have an influence on my rhythm, my energy, and how I am mentally. Sorry, I've chose to kneel for some reason for this video, just playing around. I guess that's another thing, another coincidence, that I'm starting to do things that I don't really do. Like, this may sound silly, but I'm just monitoring changes in my behavior. I'm at work and I'm making things. I'm cooking and I'm making food. And I'm finding that I'm starting to do, I'm swapping my hands over just because. And I think that's another thing, is that we're so bombarded with information on social media, like so just bombarded with opinions and instructions and demands for your attention, that having since deprived myself, things that you would originally avoid for being just like boring, or they don't give you that same spike of serotonin or dopamine that anything else gives you, suddenly became exciting. I was craving to read a book, really wanted to read a book. Like I said, I started swapping things and doing things with my other hand, and I started trying to teach myself things. I started trying to learn to juggle, and it's so nice. And my relationship's been better with myself. I feel more deeply happy than I've ever been, and we'll keep monitoring that trend to see how it goes. I went to class today, and I felt more included and more a part of the community than I have been in a long time. Today was a bit of a step back. I did feel kind of by myself more again, but I felt more in relationship with myself. So I didn't mind that I was on my own. I I really liked my own company. And I just keep thinking to myself, and it's been coming up a lot recently, that I like who I am. Everything that I am today, I have chosen to be. Everything about me, I've chosen. Um, Creatively, I feel more creative. Um, I'm very interested to measure myself at the end of these 100 days. Those metrics that we looked at the very beginning. Those, I think it was like 24 different measurements that we took, to score myself again and see how we are. I feel I'm excited to see it. My sense of play has been higher than it has been in a long time. Like I just want to play. That's it. Like I went to work this morning, um, gym, then work, then um, went straight from work to my place of study, and I didn't take a break. I just went straight into it, and it was energizing, the work. Whereas normally, as if you've been following along long enough, especially that late December, January, and February period, acting became, because it was in the wrong kind of headspace, really taxing. But now it's energizing. It's completely flipped, and now I sat down and I was working it, and having a lot of fun doing a lot like script analysis. Uh, and then class started. It got to I got to the hub at like 3:30, 3:40. Then class started at 5:30, and I just studied all through then. And then suddenly it was 5:32, and I went, oh shit, I'm late. But I didn't want to stop. Like, I was doing script analysis, and I was having fun with it. And I was studying accents as well. I'm working on the Glass Menagerie, and I have to do a St. Louis, Missouri accent with little hints of Southern in there, because the guy, what's his name, Tom Winfield, is his mum, Amanda, is from the South, and obviously the people that you live with have quite a impact on your accents. I guess I'm kneeling because I don't know, maybe sitting in a chair was boring. But I feel good. I'm trying to keep an eye on my sleep, even though I was up till 2 a.m. the other night and then back up at 6 a.m. working more again. But I don't feel tired. I understand I might not feel tired today, but I could feel very tired tomorrow. So we'll just do our best to be responsible and get the sleep that we're supposed to have. I'm getting up early tomorrow, as usual. Not as early as some people. Like, I understand there are people that wake up earlier than me. But yeah, I'm getting up early and I'm going to go swimming, do some laps, do some exercise laps before jumping into class. It's going to be good. Very excited. That's really kind of all I have to unpack today. So, doing well. Finding out who I am, finding myself, finding out who I want to be, and becoming that. To answer some questions, I haven't read all the comments yet, but I've seen some. It's on the necklace. It's a little, I'll show you, a little sword in a little, swath of energy, wind, the scarf. I'm a D&D player. I love playing D&D. I love fantasy. Fantasy is probably my favorite genre. Huge nerd here. So I bought a set of dice from Greece on Kickstarter, and then as part of the Kickstarter, they gave me this for backing the project. That was 2 years ago. I got it, and it's my favorite necklace. I like it. I like that the chain is boring and it's kind of ropey. And then, is it a wedding band? No, it's just a ring, standard ring. Because I like jewelry. I like accessories. That's it. See you guys tomorrow. Catch ya.